Hi, welcome to another render demo how to draw a video tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a seahorse. So let's get started. So for the main part of the body, I'm going to draw a shape in the center of my page, and this is going to be the main part of the body, but there's going to be a tail that extends down and the head that extends over to the left. So what I'll do is I'm going to draw this curve. So right about here, I'm going to draw this curve belly shape like this, and I'm going to come back over so it's somewhat flat, and then over here it's going to have an arched back. It's going to come in, and then it's going to hook out, and then this shape here is going to come and kind of hook over to the right. So it's going to be kind of like this. If you need to erase, grab your eraser and make sure that you have your shapes kind of like this. Okay, for the second part, what we're going to do is we'll draw the head. So the head is going to be not exactly this length, but almost, and it's going to be kind of in this direction here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw kind of like a round shape right about here. And what that's going to do is going to give me like this curve here that I can follow, and it'll come and connect like this. All right, so that circle is going to be off of this main body here, and this over here will hook over. Okay, and there's going to be this shape like this up here. Okay. And then if you go down here, it'll be almost like, this is like a chin almost, and then there's going to be like a smaller shape, and there's going to be almost like a flute that comes over this way. It's going to come long, and it's going to open up a little bit and get wider like this. It's going to kind of angle to the left. And then we'll come back like this. And then right about here, drew that a little bit too long, right about here, we'll stop, and there's going to be like this hump, like that, and there's going to be like this bump right here. It's almost going to be like these two little bumps, like that, okay? Then what we can do is we can connect the neck, so almost halfway, right around here, will come down and connect it to this body part here, like that. And we can draw an eye. So in this curve that we did on the head right here, the front one, first one, we'll draw a round circle, shape like that. And we can draw kind of like the end of the mouth here. So where this kind of bends in a little bit, we'll have a mouth there. All right, let's draw the lower portion, the tail portion that kind of spirals. So what we're going to do is we're not going to spiral back this way, we're going to spiral it forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right about here where this comes in, and we're going to hook back this way. And then in the back here, there's going to be a fin that happens right here, this lower fin. We can go actually, and let's just draw that first so we don't get confused. So right here, just under this bulge, we're going to start a fin that kind of comes down, starts to come back up, and this is going to curve like this, like a backward C. It's going to go out this way, and it's going to hook back in, and you're going to come right about here. So see where this starts to curve back up? Right around here, you're going to want to come up and come back down like that. So it's a small fin in the back. And now the tail is not part of this, it's going to be separated. So we're going to leave a little bit of a space and start our tail right about there. Okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the center line of the tail. So I'm just going to draw a spiral. So it's going to be really lightly drawn, okay? So I'm going to do a curve like this. and it's going to come up like that. And then what I'll do is I'm going to extend this line down like that, and then this one here will come, and it's going to start to get narrower as you get closer to the end. And this is actually going to kind of touch. And you can see I kind of made a little bit of a mistake there, but that's okay. That's why we kind of did that initial line at the beginning to try to give us like our path, like what we're going to follow to create that tail. Okay, so that's our tail there. And I actually think this is a little bit too high, but I think that's all right for our drawing here. But I think I'm going to get this a little bit to be a little wider, like that. So if you don't like your tail, it's a little tricky. Go ahead and erase and make sure you like the way it looks. Okay, so the next step, after we have our tail in, we got our rear fin here. Let's go ahead and add some detail lines. So I'm going to start with the neck, and I'm going to add a couple lines that don't go all the way to the other side, but start about here, and I'm going to curve like this. I'm going to go up and down, just a little bit of a curve. I'll add one more here. And then for the body, I'm going to start on the left side, and I'm going to go to the right, and it's going to have a slight curve to it. So these ones here, we're going to curve down, and I'll start like this. And these don't have to be exact. You know, you can have some fun, and some can be a little bit closer than other ones. And up here, I'm going to start to go back up like this. Okay. And then here, these ones will get a little bit more flatter. So when we get to the bottom, this one will be almost flat. So I'll put in a couple more in between this line and this line. I'll fit two more in here, like that. And then what we'll do is for the tail, we'll start to have these lines curve like this. And as you get to the top, it'll curve like that. And I would try to space these, you know, similar in distance. So now you can see my curves are going almost upside down curves, right? And then I'm gonna do this, and then these ones here are gonna start to curve this way. Like that, and I'll just kind of leave those over there, they kind of disappear. Okay, the next step, what we'll do is, let's finish off the face first. Let's draw the eye, the center of the eyeball here. We'll do a little bump above the eye, like that, a little hump. There's going to be a little shape like that on the other side for the other eye, and there's going to be a little hump like that there. Okay, now this is a tricky spot here. Okay, this is a little bit tricky, but wherever these lines that we drew here in between, okay, what we're going to do is they're going to be raised up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start here just to show you. So this line's almost going to be like extended out a bit, okay, and what I'm going to do is there's going to be almost like a bump here. It's going to go up and down, up and down. So right where those lines are, they're going to be raised up like that. We're going to come in, go up, come in and up, and we'll do that all the way. So even along the neck, okay, we'll have this raised up like that. Okay, just like that, and even down the back, we'll do the same thing. Just like that. And here we can leave those. I'll finish off that one there. And then all the tail is going to be the same thing. These are just going to be a little bit smaller because the spacing's a little bit closer together. So these ones are going to be a little bit smaller, just like that. So you have to have a lot of patience here as you do these. Just like that. So these are where all your little details start to come in. You have to have a lot of patience. And we'll finish off these ones on the outside. Just like this. And there we can kind of leave those inner ones without doing anything there, okay? And then let's add a couple thin lines to this guy back here. So we'll just draw these thin rib type shapes here that kind of start close and they kind of flare outward. So they're tight here, they're like close together here, but they kind of get wider in spacing here. Okay, just like that. Okay. Now the body, the top part of the body, remember this initial body that we drew here? What we're going to do is we're going to almost take, like, see where the tail is? We're almost going to take like a line and we're going to keep that tail going up into the body almost, okay? So we'll just draw it lightly and we're going to follow this shape here. So we're going to mirror that shape like this, and we're going to get closer up here and we're going to stop right about there. And then for the neck, we're going to start up here and we're going to connect it down in here. So see this shape here, this is a tricky shape. There's like this kind of like an S shape here. Okay, so we're going to come over here like this. We're going to follow this S like this. And we're going to hook it back like that. All right, so there is our seahorse. So now I'm going to take my ink pen and trace the lines that I want to keep, and I'm going to start on the left side because I'm right-handed. I don't want to do any smudges. So I will fast forward this and come back when I'm done, and we'll go through how to color this up. So you can go ahead and erase some of the lines that you don't want. Now I'm going to use some markers. I have a couple color markers here, and we're going to start off and color these in. So follow along and have some fun. So I got a yellow and a couple different oranges. So there you go, we just drew a seahorse in a few simple steps, and we colored it in using a yellow and a couple different oranges. I added some blue in there for the eye and some bubbles. So I hope you liked this video and you subscribe to our channel so you can check out some of our other cool stuff. All right, hope you had fun, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.